Hi Gemini, so this is going to be your Celtic cross reading for the month. Take what resonates, take it as it resonates, reverse energies as it applies. And if it doesn't resonate, check your other placements or I'll catch you in the next one. Remember these tarot rules, all right? And also the timeline is the timeline, so it happens when it happens for you. Either it's your past or future I'm looking at, or your present too. That could also be the case. So you're gonna find yourself in it when you're gonna find yourself in it. Remember that. Yes? Show me Gemini. Show me what's happening with the Gemini collective. Six of Swords. Okay. Where are you going? What are you leaving behind? You're telling me you're moving on. You're moving towards the calmer waters. You're moving towards something that you want to go towards and leaving something behind as well. You're opening with transition, honey. So that's why you got me all curious. Okay. What's crossing is the Ace of Wands. All right. So you're telling me that strongly. I'm not going to renew that anymore. I'm moving on from renewing something over and over again, from giving it energy, for trying to keep it together, giving it extra boost of energy and renewal efforts to bring some life into it. I'm not going to do that anymore. It was false. It was faulty. I'm not going to use my energy on this thing anymore. Okay. The Queen of Cups is hovering above you. You have a very huge heart. You're telling me you're very emotional. You're emotionally very loyal. You're emotionally very deep feeler. You're a deep feeler. That's what you're telling me. And your heart is trying to guide you through this decision as well. The justice is in the recent past, so you know what to do in a situation. You're telling me I always abide by doing the right thing. I always abide by the rules of equality, justice, karma, right? I mean, sometimes I'm delivered karma in terms of other people's decisions. Sometimes I have to deliver those decisions. I try to do as best as I can in order to make decision that would be fair to all, but more so myself. As I show myself justice through what I'm experiencing and what I want to do, I also show justice to that which surrounds me. Okay. What's exiting is the Seven of Cups. They're telling me that there's some sort of option. Bye bye option. We're not opening ourselves up to that. It was very confusing. Thank you very much. It's like, I'm not your option anymore. Take my cup out of it. I'm not your option. There's a firmness surrounding you, but also a softness. It's done so with a peaceful energy in mind, but it's also firm, like strategic and very logical. Like, I'm going to cut this out. No, no, no. We're not opening up to this. That's it. The Eight of Wands is communication, you communicating, taking action towards the future, moving towards the future, trying to talk to people as well about your decision here. That could also be the case. Or you're fessing up, like, this is what I've decided. It took me a long time to arrive to this conclusion, and now I'm delivering it through communication, through words, and I'm also following up with the actions of moving on, right? If I'm saying that I'm moving on, I'm moving on, and I'm going to take active steps towards my future, towards those people, places, situations that help me move on and not look back, not make me invest in this again. The world is in your, yeah, there's no more moving on I can get. All right. The world is in your strength. So it's in your strength and will house to close the cycle out. And for some of you, you thought that the other person or the situation parallel to you, your opposite to you, would not have closed the cycle out. So it's on you to close this thing out. It's on you to take responsibility for closing this thing out. All right. Oh my God. Oh, it's like you're constantly validating yourself. Like, this is done, Varya. This is done. I'm telling you, this is done, and done over the top of done. Okay. Ten of Swords. It hurts. It hurts to leave it behind, but you are telling me you're tired. You give up. You're telling me you give up. I'm tired. I'm emotionally tired, heartbroken. I feel betrayed. I feel cheated. But more so, I feel like I have cheated myself of time, energy, efforts, and my love as well. It's best served anywhere but this. It's like anywhere but this situation, anywhere but this situation. And you're constantly telling yourself that it's not me, honey. I read the cards, and that's the energy, that's the edge I'm getting from you. Like, anywhere but this. No, we're done. Don't look back. We're not going to look back. No. The King of Wands is in your hopes and fears. So you want to feel passionate again about life, about things, people, places, situations, right? About different things. You want to be ambitious. You have a lot of ambition in you, but you also fear it simultaneously because, again, you're telling me that there was something that was passionately very occupying, but it was very unstable, emotionally unstable, and it was not yielding any results other than just having fun times and, occupying you in terms of self gratification, immediate gratification. It was not long term, it was not surviving, it was not thriving, it was not going to grow any further. You're telling me I am ambitious, Varya. I am ambitious, but I also fear it that if I invest in something again, will I get the same results as the past, as this situation? I've wasted already so much time, right? No, honey, that's wrong thinking. All right. If we want to invest in something, if something inspires us and gives us a lot of hope, we can always try to pursue it in a cautionary manner. Let's not try to jump into things too quick, too soon. Let's tread carefully around it. Let's try to give it the opportunity to present to ourselves about what it wants, right? And that's when you don't get wrapped up so strongly, right? To this situation. The Five of Wands. God damn it. You're having to fight for your independence here. There's some sort of fight or anger. There might be residual anger that you also feel towards this situation while you're walking out of this. It's like, I'm still angry. I'm still frustrated. I'm angry. How could I have let this person or this situation, how could I have let this person or situation occupy so much of my time, energy, and space in my life and in my heart as well? How could I have done that? How could I do it? I wasted so much time. Yeah, you want happiness. That's what you want. The strength, the magician, and the sun with the Queen of Pentacles. You want happiness, and you also want happiness in terms of not just in the here and now, but something that is going to fulfill you in terms of your self-worth, right? A lot of things makes us happy, right? Pizza make us happy, but that does not mean that it will make our body happy once we get used to eating that all the time, right? If we were to live on pizza every day, our physical health would start getting bad, right? So the Queen of Pentacles energy is understanding that there are a lot of things that makes us happy, but that does not mean a lot of things are healthy. We are going to invest in healthy happiness that are going to support our growth, our flourishment. Yes. Okay. Let's see the Six of Swords. I might not clarify a lot of your stuff because it's very crystal clear to me, man. Oh, okay, okay. You want to talk. You want to talk. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're still working through. And you are just, some of you might have felt very independent in this situation. It's like I kept on renewing things with this person, but I always felt alone in this. I always felt like this person wasn't trying for me as I was trying for them. I was trying to show up for this despite the pain that it caused me. I tried to communicate with them despite the pain it caused me. It kept on causing me, right? Emotionally being abandoned in this. But I still showed up with the best of intentions and energy. I committed to it too. You guys are very independent, you're telling me. All right, let's see the Six of Swords for you. One more. Show me the Six of Pentacles. Sorry, Six of Swords. Okay. I don't know why I was saying Six of Pentacles. Show me the Four of Swords wanted to pop out. Show me the Six of Swords for Gemini's. Hanged Man. Yeah. Oh. I told you, you wasted a lot of time. That's why I'm scared of trying anything new, being ambitious about anything else right now, because it hurt you, it cut you deeply. Whatever this was, it cut you deeply. Pursuing this, trying to, how do I say this? Like, you put yourself into this situation, whatever this was. So this moving away from this was a long time coming, honey, based on a lot of reflection, a lot of experience. You put Hanged Man on the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, it's time over time. I'm talking years of time, at least a year, 1 year, at least 1 year or 2 years. I feel like it's more than 1 year, but take your pick. You spent years in this, and only now you have made this active decision with a judgment. Like, how long are you supposed to wait in something, honey? It was your direct lesson as well. If something makes you wait for the results, if something makes you wait to invest in it more truly, right? To take it more seriously, how long are you supposed to wait? Waiting means no. Maybe means no. No means no. That's it. And I feel like somebody was keeping you hanging on a maybe. But they were giving something of themselves. Fun times, I'm on. But other things, no. Nothing was changing as well. It's like the cycle kept on repeating itself. Nothing was changing. And you were stuck. You felt stuck for a long time. You're telling me now you're ready to leave it behind. You're ready to leave it behind. You kept on going on a loop here with this person, place, or situation, whatever this was, but you haven't specified it to me as of yet. But you're trying to show some renewal efforts to maybe a work situation. That could also be the case. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. You were waiting for some sort of legitimate offer. It never came through. It's like you thought that it was at the tip of your fingers, right? If this person or situation I feel passionate towards and it still wants me in this situation, they still want me at work, why wouldn't they present to me the offer that I actually deserve and the offer that I actually have been wanting for myself? Why aren't they presenting me that? Yeah, for some of you, it might have directly been work. Like, I deserve more. You're also telling me that you're not renewing things with this person, but you're reinvesting into yourself and healing your own sense of self-worth. You need to invest in healing your own sense of self-worth. If you had a great sense of your own self-worth, you wouldn't have got cottoned on to such situations that made you wait so much. I feel like you have had strong lessons about around waiting, giving something time, patience, consideration to show itself up, to make it more obvious, not just in terms of relationships, but also in terms of work. For some of you, you have a tendency to understand and empathize way too much with people, places, and situations, and you stick around in a situation way too much, way longer than you should have. And that's what creates this problem of, going against your own sense of self value and time, not respecting your time. Queen of Pentacles respects her time, energy, effort that she brings onto the table. And she also asks for her fair share. I'm not going to invest in this if it doesn't invest in me. That's it. End of discussion. Too bad you can't get on the same page with me. It's fine, but I know my worth. Just because you don't give me an offer, you don't present me an offer, doesn't mean I need to work any harder or that I need to keep on putting up with this. I will leave. The right offer will present itself to me. The Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Death. Yeah, your willingness to keep your heart open to this, to give, to be vulnerable to this ended. It's not your feelings. I feel like your flow of feelings, your expression, emotional expression died in this situation. The passion still remained though, but eventually with time, your willingness to speak from your heart, your willingness to act from your heart, your willingness to wear your heart on your sleeve, be vulnerable, speak those soft words to this, ended. The passion still remained. I know. Maybe that's why you got confused, because there was passion still. There was hope. Passion is also hope. Ace of Wands is also hope. So you might have thought that, oh, the situation, whatever this is, it's still worth it because there is still hope, right? It could show up anytime now. I just need to be more patient. And now that I've invested so much time, maybe I can wait a bit more. Maybe I can wait another 6 months. Maybe I can wait another month. They're right there, man. They're right there. They're right there. They're about to reach here. They're about to reach the location. They're about to reach my door. I saw them coming from a mile off, right? I feel that feeling. I feel that they will come around. I just need to be patient. I just need to hold on. I just need to understand, be understanding, be patient with this person, be considerate. Were they considerate of your time? Were they considerate of what you were putting into this situation? No. That was your lesson. If somebody else doesn't consider you, why would you consider them? Stop being loyal to people who are not loyal to you, right? Yeah, look at this. That's I'm not saying, I'm not accusing you, honey, but you're telling me that whatever this was, it might have been a legal opportunity. That could also be the case. I'm getting that strong hint that it might have been a legal sort of work opportunity that you were holding on to because you were contracted to it, and now you're obligated to give something of yourself to this. So you kept on taking action towards this despite the hardship that you felt. Despite the hardship, you were saying that this was the correct thing. I held on to it, and that was right for me. I knew that it was right for me back then, and I was holding on to it. I was holding on to it. I was holding on to trying to balance this situation. I just, I needed to maybe show them more actions, show them more communication, Maybe I needed to try harder, maybe a month more, maybe 2 months more. If I show it to them, this thing will balance itself out. I will be able to karmically balance it with the justice. It was not in your hands, honey. You can only do your part. You cannot play the parts of both people, both sides, right? Yeah, you're telling me you have a lot of strength. Yep, you have a lot of strength. I see it. But that does not mean it was any less true that it was causing you a lot of hardship. Nothing should be that hard. Nothing should be that hard. Your willingness to actively express to this situation ended, and I feel like you recognized it. That shit, how long have I not expressed towards it with all my heart? I haven't used my heart for this anymore. I haven't been using my heart for this. My heart shut down towards this. When did it happen? You're looking into that as well. Your willingness to stay open to this, emotionally speaking, ended. Your heart still remains, the bigger part of your heart. You being emotional, you being loving, genuine person, that remains. But your willingness to keep your heart open or express your heart towards this particular situation ends. Queen of Wands, Six of Swords again, yeah, Six of Cups. Now we have this soul bond here. They might be at a distance, doesn't matter. Yeah, the communication. Something might be coming on. Yeah, I see that. Something else might be coming through in time once you move on from this. I feel like it's happening in the near future. Somebody is communicating something to you and you're looking out upon this. There's some sort of expectation for communication as well. So I don't know. But you're telling me that this was a confusing situation. I was an option to somebody. I was a passionate option to somebody. That's you, Queen of Wands. I haven't even seen them, the other side of this. Was it a person? Was it a equation? I was passionate about this, but emotionally speaking, it was really confusing. I'm moving away from that partnership. I'm moving away from the idea of whatever vague partnership that you thought you could possibly achieve with this person. You're moving on from it. You're not going to give into it. You're telling me that you're done with it. You're done. I don't need to take action towards you anymore. You were special to me. I invested a lot of time in you because I loved you in some way and I recognized that you were special to me. I loved you in a way, in my own way. Yeah, there you go. You took action towards being an option for somebody. You try to present them with different emotions, like, let me do this today for you. Okay, let me approach this a bit differently. Maybe then they will agree to balance up with me. Maybe then they'll agree to pick up their side of the slack as well for me, right? And show up to this equally as I do. But they did not. Honey, my problem is that they did not stop you from trying. If they were not willing to participate or give you the equal thing in return, why did they let you try for this long? Which means there was manipulation on their part as well. They were enjoying your energy to some extent, but they were not willing to accept you or give back to you what you were giving to them. So there's malice on their part as well. Just putting it out there. But you're telling me I was a passionate option to this person. I was just a fun time Nancy for this person, maybe, and their feelings, they won't define them. They wouldn't, because Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups, there's a vast difference between those. This is specific. I feel these things towards you, and you feel these things towards me. You touch my heart in a specific way that nobody else has in my life, and I will not be able to replicate that. The bond that I share with you, I will not be able to replicate that with anybody else, right? You're healing right now. You're learning about these lessons. You're also angry about the fact that the time you wasted on this, the efforts you wasted on this, you could have put that into yourself. Yeah, the communication ends. The communication ends. You're telling me it's too hard to communicate this with this person. Okay, so that's what it was, right? Somebody communicated to you as you were moving out the door, as you were finalizing this thing. Somebody came out the other side and was like, yeah, there you go. The Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. The Queen of Cups. Whatever this is, it was the right thing to do, honey. Look at this, the repeating cards. It was done so in your best interest. And I need you to understand what your worth is. This was going against your worth. You shouldn't have to try this much for somebody to convince somebody of your worth. Like, look at my worth, look at my worth. Maybe I'll give you $10 today. Maybe tomorrow I'll make you a cup of coffee. Maybe the day after I'll clean up your house for you. Then maybe you'll see my worth and what I bring to the table. You shouldn't have to do that. Move on from any of that thing. That's not your self-worth talking. That's a broken sense of self talking, right? So you moved on from it and it was in your hands. For some reason, you knew that you had to be the maker of this decision. So in the near future, some sort of communication is put forth towards you. Somebody's trying to renew things with you, and you're like, I don't want to try. My will to try has dried out. It's of no use, me and you talking to each other, even if it means as friends, even if it means occasionally we chat with each other. Even that's too hard for me. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Don't expect anything from me. Yeah, somebody's putting up a fight here. You're telling me I'm done. I'm done. You're showing me so much exhaustion. The ten of wands, you know, death twice. It's like it's ended. We have death twice. The six of swords, world, six of swords twice. I'm sorry, ten of swords as well. I mean, this thing has ended. It's beyond ended. It has been broken for a long time. It was tiring. Thank you very much. You're gonna always make me do more work. You're gonna always make me speak more words. It's like I am the person who talks in this situation. You don't talk. You don't talk anything of substance. I keep this thing going. I don't want to anymore. Not even through words, not even through actions. I'm sorry, I'm done. Justice, again, that's you pulling out this. Look at this. You're blocking this situation. Yeah, you're not holding on to this. You're telling me, no, no, no. Now I'm holding on to blocking this thing, keeping the blocks up. And that's the correct thing for me. Earlier, you were holding, you have a very strong pattern in holding on. So you are a stubborn Gemini that I'm looking at. You might have some fixed chart in you. Oh, sorry. The Three of Swords. Yeah, you have a broken heart. Somebody rejected you and kept on rejecting you. Maybe that actually fell down. I don't know when, but it did fell down. Anyways, they're telling me I have a very strong sense of justice and karmic principles in me, attached to me. When I make up my mind, I make up my mind. And I gave this a long time, the situation a long time, and a lot of my efforts. I don't have any more to give to you. And now I'm holding on to uphold my sense of boundaries to keep this thing closed. So, which means they're insisting to keep this cycle open. To let's just be friends. At least we can be friends, right? We can talk sometimes, maybe once a month, maybe once a 6 month kind of shit. People pull through in order to soften the blow, maybe because they don't want to be separated. They still want to siphon off of each other's energy. People do that. You're telling me, no, 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 this is closed, this is done. And I'm holding on to my guns here. I'm strong, stubborn. I don't know why I wanted to say Scorpio. You might have some Scorpio in your chart, or you might be dealing with one. Doesn't matter. I feel like you might have some strong touch of Libra, though. You have a strong energy in you, man. You have really high functioning spiritual energy in you. You're showing me so much major arcanas in and of your own right, which means you have a strong understanding of spiritual arts. You see, energetic principles attached to you. You're very intuitive as well. You might be. But, anyways, not the point. You're telling me I was using my stubbornness against me in the past by holding on to this situation, by keep on persisting in this situation, by taking action towards this as soon as I was remembered, as soon as I was talking to, as soon as you spoke to me, I was out the door. I was communicating with you. I was taking action towards you quite swiftly. I did not even put two thoughts into it, right? I just took action like that, right? Out the door I go without thinking, without blinking. But now I'm holding on. I'm using my stubbornness to hold on to the break of this, to the ending of this. I'm not going back. That's your truth. How many times? It's validating. Let's see the Ten of Swords for you. I mean, I don't even need to stick around for long. You are in major transition energy, my dear. You are in major transition energy, and you're also, you know, I always see death and transition phases as ending something here and moving into something else altogether. So the sooner you close this thing out, the sooner this thing leaves your energy, the sooner you become available to things that are new in your life, right? Which are much brighter than this. Yeah, it was a repetitive pattern. Oh no, this was a repetitive pattern here. Oh God. That's amazing, isn't it? This was emotionally a very unhappy situation. It was not on the same page with you. And you thought, if I keep on giving to this, if I give more, if I persist in this, if I hold on strongly to this, if I present different energies to this, if I stay consistent in this, maybe they'll settle to be a part of my life, to emotionally harmonize with me, to be a part of my emotional circle. maybe they will make me a part of their emotional circle as well. I just need to persist. The devil is also persistence, honey. Obsessively, the things that you do obsessively. Now you can use devil for the right reasons, or you can use devil for the wrong reasons. You chose it in a self-damaging way. It was damaging you. It was breaking your heart to keep on persisting in this despite the unhappiness that you were experiencing, and you knew you two were not on the same page. But that devil spoke in your ears, didn't it? It kept you going, like, no, 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 Geminis, if you just persist a bit longer, this will emotionally come together eventually. Not right now, but we need to persist some more. Give it more time. You already have given it so much time, right? 2 years. You've given it. How can you lose it? How can you give it up now? Maybe let's give it a few more months, all right? 3 months. Okay, 3 months pass by. Nothing changes. Same old shit. Okay. Maybe 3 months more. I promise you. There's hope here. It's at the tipping edge of things. Something might come through, right? It always kept you hooked to itself, whatever that was. It was a devilish pattern, honey. It was emotionally never had any intentions of balancing up with you or having the same feelings, sharing the same feelings as you, or you, choosing to build with you. And frankly speaking, it looks like it was bored. It was unhappy in and of itself, and it was trying to siphon off of your energy, trying to gain something from you, emotional something, because they were in a stuck mode of feeling that ho hum energy. Nothing excites me or too much. So, oh, let me latch on to this Gemini to feel something, anything than this unhappiness, this ho hum energy. Nothing excites me. Nothing makes me feel good. Woe is me. Let me latch on to this person. They have such bright energy. They will make me feel good for a long time, and for a long time you did. Eventually, you saw through it, didn't you? It's them. I fucking knew it, man. I fucking knew it. They're telling me that they you personally pleased them. This connection personally fulfilled them. You brought them out of their unhappiness. They were bored. They were looking for some sort of emotional inspiration, emotional fulfillment, emotional pleasures, pleasure seeking, not the right kind, but they never saw you any more than that. And it's also in your hopes and fears. So, of course, I'm obligated to tell you that you hope that this person would have chose you, emotionally speaking, chosen this connection like you did. The Nine of Cups is very self claiming energy in terms of emotions, right? This is what I feel for you. This is how you make me feel. This is how this connection makes me feel. And I'm owning up to this. I'm showing up for this. I want to show up for this. I want to speak to those feelings. I want to act through those feelings for you because you make me feel good. This connection makes me feel good. The presence of this connection in my life makes me feel good, makes me have an extra kick in my step, right? But they never did. That was your hope. And that's also your fear for some of you because, of course, you're going to fear that. I feel like it makes sense, because now that you've given up, it will be the ultimate betrayal if they came around and told you that you were everything that they ever wanted, right? It will anger you, it will frustrate you because look at how much you tried to bring this together. Where was that back then, right? Where was it all back then when I was really dragging my feet along the way trying to get something in this out of you while giving all of myself to this, right? Trying to make you a part of my life, trying to just at least emotionally harmonize with you. Where was that all along? And now you're telling me that you want me and you want this connection and that this connection makes you happy and it fulfills you. Yeah, it's gonna feel like the ultimate betrayal. It's gonna feel like the ultimate disrespect and hurt and pain. It's gonna cause you a lot of pain and anger in you. So you fear that. I don't think it's happening. I feel like you fear that. I don't know if they have that in them to confess. I don't know. Let me see the Five of Wands first. Maybe then we'll realize. Yeah, I did see the Three of Swords. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're telling me no. No. The world. You're angry because you wasted a lot of your time. I know, I know. It's that anger. I've been through this myself, okay? Hey, me. Your reader has been through this. Something similar of my own accord, all right? I also have wasted my time. I think everybody has. Frankly speaking, it's not just me. It's a very universal experience. But you only get to do that once, honey. Never do it again. If somebody makes you wait so long, Don't do it. No balance is that worthy. No balance is worth it. No person is worth it enough to wait for them unreasonably so. It's making you angry. I feel like you're feeling heartbroken, you're feeling rejected in the near future about how long you balanced up with this person, how long you waited for them to show up at your door with equal in return. It's making you angry. Looking back at this, there's a lot of anger in you of how long you waited on this person to show equal in return. Just balance up with you. It's the simple thing, right? Give to me what I give to you. Show up as I'm showing up for you. Own up to your side of the equation, what I mean to you. While I say the same, I do the same. Show me that courtesy of respect, man. Can you? How long did you meddle with this? That's all in there, honey. That's all in there. It was a false star. To pursue this star, to reach for this thing, to desire this thing, was your self sabotaging behavior here. You can't help but think that way, that it was all for nothing. It feels like a trick to you, like somebody tricked you into desiring this, and you wasted a lot of your time in this. They might be taking action towards you, and that's why you're angry. Maybe that's why you're pissed off. It's like you ended the situation in peace after a long time. You know that you have detached yourself. But I feel like then they might have taken action towards you, and that's why it's inflicting a lot of anger in you, and angry words as well. They might be coming off from a distance. You two might live at a distance. That could also be the case, but not the point. It might not be true to you, but they're trying to balance up with you in the near future. They're trying to show up with good energy, like they wisened up, and you're like, but I gave up on this. You made me give up. You pushed me to that edge where I had to give up. I lost all hope for this. I lost all heart for this. What are you saying? That you want to reconnect? I have nothing to give to you. Yeah, it took you strength to detach from this, but it did. It happened over time. What happens when you make somebody do the most work, give them next to nothing in return, and then years down the line, you realize that, oh, Gemini was the shit. Let me go back there. Let me get them to reinvest in me. What's going to happen? Right? Yeah, they want to reinvest in the situation, but you're like, I'm done. I want something new. I want something new for myself that I can build from scratch. Not this. Anything but this. Anything but this. I'm investing in new things, new friendships, and I'm looking for that opportunity which I can emotionally invest into. No passion first. No. I'm going to invest in practical alliances in my life. I'm going to make friendships first. I'm going to make friends first. And then I'm going to see if somebody deserves my heart space in that situation or not. I'm going to be friends with a lot of people out there. And then I'm going to decide and choose who to give my heart to, who deserves my heart, and who wants the same thing as me. I'm going to actively choose from my heart space, not from passion side. I knew it. I think you're way too wise, honey. You're way too wise for such things. When I clarified this, it immediately got into my head like, oh God, I don't want to deal with this. And I feel like you also don't want to deal with this. Like, I ended this. I ended this situation yesterday, yesteryears. Don't you come back to me and ask me to deal with this situation anymore. I have bad memories of this. You might have positive memories of this equation, but I have all the bad ones. All right? And you know what? You helped me put myself here. It was not just me. I came to this place of giving up because you put me here. You have unhappiness in you. You feel the disappointment, but you're telling me that no, I'm not going to open up to this. And you also have these doubts that this person was unhappy and they were trying to feel something, and that's why they were approaching you. That's why they kept at you. That's why they kept coming at you, because you made them feel some sort of happy in their unhappy life, in their disappointing life. You were the shining bright sun, and that's why they kept coming back at you. That's why they kept taking chances on you. That's it. It's nothing more than that. And it hurts your heart. It feels like the ultimate betrayal, doesn't it? It's like I was your fun time Nancy. You were trying to fill a void in you through me. You never loved me for me. You never looked at me. Hell, you don't even know who I am. because you were just out there for yourself, right? But you've learned your lesson. Don't repeat it twice, and you're good to go, honey. And I feel like you've learned your lesson because you have a lot of spiritual elements attached to this situation, which means that this was a very prominent chapter in your life that's ending and you're transitioning into a new phase in your life. I haven't seen new love for you right now because I feel like you're in the thick of ending this situation, losing your will to try to stay open, even at the minutest of levels, which is basic communication that's on and off. Even that you can't do. So that's all I have for you, Geminis. I hope this helped and take care.